Hey guys, what is going on this side Stubb, and welcome to Devblog 67, July the 3rd, 2015. Landmines, bone clubs, riot helmets, and a better world generation. Let's take a look. Maruna's been working on fire. Fire deals more damage, and walking through flames make you a lot slower. The flames now vary in height and how much light they give off. The ore yields have been tweaked, which means there'll be less ore on the map. They did this because there was too much resources in the ore, so they made less of them. Players can make 3 or 4 guns out of 1 ore, which is a bit unrealistic. So hopefully this made the gameplay a lot better. The riot helmet is now in the game. It's great for protection against melee attacks, but not so much against bullets. This item is really good for starting off, but I wouldn't use in gunfights. It's also a really cheap item to craft. 50 metal fragments and 30 cloth. The bone club is now in the game. It's a default crafting item and it costs 20 bone fragments to craft it. It does 10 and 20 damage per hit and is really good for starting off. They've also buffed the torch a little bit now, so whenever you ignite the torch, it is 10 plus fire damage. On the downsides, it only lasts for 6 or 7 hits until the buff disappears. A third trap is now in the game. The landmine. The design looks really good and it works like a treat. It's really deadly but a bit pricey, costing 125 gunpowder and 75 metal fragments, 65 HP dealt with armor and 100 without. Animals and players can trigger them, being be directly on target, whereas a snap trap you can walk on the side and you get snapped anyway. Project 9 has been released and it looks truly spectacular. You can find lots of shallow water in the desert and huge cliff sides. I found a lot more flat areas to build and more trees too. Gooseman has been working on some animations. He's done the Bone Club view model and started working on some animations for players crouching and turning. He also finished a generic animation for players doing something on the ground, maybe collecting berries or some kind of rock. And finally for animations, he's made a third person animation for when players use a bow. And finally for Gooseman, he's changed the metal face mask and the metal armor. It looks a lot more realistic because the last one was too straight, but this one looks really good. This week, Megan has been working on the level 2 fire and cooking ideas. I love the ideas, but I don't know how they would use it in Rust, unless they make campfires burn meat a lot quicker, or yeah, that's a pretty good idea. Adding on to that, Megan has made some amazing ideas for headgear and masks. One of her old ideas was you can make a paintable mask. I think they should add this to Rust because it could be a really good feature. So I think number 4 is the best on this drone. On the second drone, I'm not too sure because they do look a bit funny. But if I had to choose one, I think 11's really good because it kind of fits with the futuristic theme of Rust. I'm only saying this because I saw a robot last week. If it's just concept art, I don't really know. And finally for Megan, all the new items have icons. Here's some more auto turrets from Howie's work. I'm not sure how it's supposed to work in the game because if it just takes metal fragments and a gun, it feels a bit weird. How are you supposed to get an automatic turret with just metal fragments? Come on. Finally, it's also developing some ideas for vehicles. I really hope they make a few vehicles because if they just do one by itself. But for now, these development ideas look really good. Paul has finished off the designs for bone armor. I believe one's the best. It'd be really cool having bone chest plate, bone legs, bone feet and bone hands, and bone gloves. Because on drone 3, the hands and the legs are bare. Here's Dan's amazing weapons. In my point of view, number 1 and number 2 is the best because the rest feel a bit out of place. But come on, a mace? I don't think so. I'm not saying it's a bad idea, but it doesn't really fit in the Rust theme for me. Thank you so much for watching this end of the video. I'm so sorry that I couldn't do this earlier, but the update came out at 4 o'clock in the morning and I waited from 8 to 12 o'clock at night and it still didn't come out, so I'm sorry. Also, I'm going to be on holiday next week and the week after, so I don't know if I could do the updates, but I'm going to try when I'm in Italy to bring my laptop over and do it then. So maybe a few hours later, but I'll still do the updates. If you enjoyed the video, press the like button, and if you want to watch my videos in the future, press the subscribe button. And again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.